Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. This time, Megalith. And I had to really squeeze this video in because you gotta get this video in before Block Dragon gets banned, right? So what are Megaliths? Megaliths are a super cheap archetype in a ritual archetype in Master Duel that basically use themselves as the ritual spell. Because basically ritual monsters need a ritual spell and monsters to tribute either from hand or the field typically to summon, the ritual monsters. And Megaliths just use other Megalith monsters as the ritual spell. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it still can be bricky because, if you draw, one Megalith and you don't have another way to combo off, then you're kind of screwed either way. But it's a pretty cool mechanic. I'm running the super duper budget version that utilizes Senju of the 1,000 hands and Manju of the 10,000 hands. Basically, this could add you a ritual monster or spell to your hand, so that's a nice normal summon. I'm also running a small incantation engine. This basically, you don't even need your normal summon. You get some bodies on the field. It just helps, get you bodies to tribute, for your other Megaliths. Mostly running Block Dragon, RIP. This is really cool in this deck because basically, if you're able to get this out by searching through like Galen Granite, then you can get a small Adamantipator engine going, get some synchro monsters on the board. So that's really cool. There isn't much to talk about the cards. It's very basic, very minimal. I'm running, the only anti-hand trap is Called by the Grave, Ash Blossom for Maxi, Harpies and Cosmic Cyclone for the back row, running Kaijus to tribute off the opponent's monsters, and it's just the engine here. The two Adamanticipators, these go hand in hand with Block Dragon and Galen Granite. Incantation engine I mentioned, the Senjus and Manjus I mentioned. This is another incantation that gets special summoned from the deck through Pensaplume. So I mentioned Block Dragon. This card is broken, and I guess it's getting banned. Alright, so for the Megaliths, we have 3 Full, 3 Ophiel, 3 Haggith, 1 Och, 3 Phaleg, 3 Bethor, and 1 Aratron. And I also squeezed in a Raging Storm Dragon, Bayfort the 9th? 11th? I just thought it was cool because it gives you a battle protection, and also you can return a monster to the hand. So you use this in conjunction with Och, because this can ritual summon any ritual monster, which is cool, on the opponent's turn. So briefly, I'm not the expert on Megaliths. I just kind of know how to make them work for the most part. So Megalith Full can target a ritual in the grave and copy that ritual monster's level, which is cool. It also has a quick effect, ritual summon. So this is kind of like what you leave on your field for your opponent's turn to kind of disrupt them with another card that we'll get into. Ophiel. This does not have a quick effect, so it's basically runs your main engine. This adds you a Megalith monster from your deck to your hand, if it is ritual summoned, right? Haggith is the other engine because it finds you the Megalith spells and traps. Och we spoke about. Phaleg is pretty cool because monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense for each ritual in your grave. So this is like your OTK machine. Bethor is what you special summon on the opponent's turn, because it says if this card is ritualed, you could target cards your opponent controls up to the number of ritual monsters with different names in your grave and destroy them. So that's pretty cool. It's like a board wipe. Aratron has an interesting has an interesting effect negation. It says when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, you can place a ritual from your grave onto the bottom of the deck, and if you do, negate the activation and destroy it. So this is like it's like Omni protection. It's monster effects, card effects, trap effects that target. It provides you protection against that. This is just something I threw in there. You could take this out if you want. I just threw it as like a fun card to throw in with Och. Megalith Portal is really strong. I mean, if you can run more of these, you should. Has a nice like synergy with the deck. Megalith Unformed is really strong as well. It says all monsters your opponent controls lose 500 for each ritual on the field. Or you could ritual summon a Megalith from your deck by using twice the level. So you could special summon a ritual from the deck, but you got to pay twice in levels to make that happen. So it's a nice, card. Even like, on your opponent's turn. But you got to use twice the level, so it's not as great as you think. But it is strong, but not as great as you think, because you got to pay a hefty cost for this card. Promotion is a continuous trap, which is cool, because it gives you double the levels. And Emergence says you could special summon a Megalith from the grave, so that's nice as well. So that rounds out the spells and traps. In terms of sync extra deck monsters, like none of this is strictly necessary. I guess maybe like Gallon Granite is probably the best card, but everything else is just kind of like extra. So if you want to cut like a Aratron or one of these, normal effect monsters, you could do that and throw in like a Pot of Prosperity or something. That could also work, because none of these are really essential to the strategy. They just kind of like help, to fight against like meta decks, because you really don't have anything besides like Bethor to like mess with the opponent or interrupt them. So you could, you have Baron de Fleur or Omni Negate, Draco Berserker, Monster Negate, Borreload Savage is Omni Negate. This can Hand Rip. This is an Omni Negate. Spell Negate. Dingirsu is Battle Protection. This is just to clear the board. This is just IP Masquerena is just to help, lane climb into like Unicorn or Appaloosa on the opponent's turn. So, just gives you like options, but extra deck could definitely be subbed out for one of these main deck monsters could definitely subbed out for Pot of Prosperity, and then you could banish some of your extra deck for cost, because it's not really required. Let's get into some gameplay. Alright, this is a good hand. I don't know if I made it clear, but Megaliths are a going first deck. You typically want to end on full with some rituals in the grave, and that will help you get to Bethor. So let's add Aratron. Alright. So let's use Aratron as the spell to bring out Ophiel using Haggith. Okay, so now we could add Full. So let's special Full. The thing is I left this Sundew out there. I'm not doing anything. So let's tag a level 8. And that brings it back. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Oh, I should have said something. We're not going to disrupt them yet. Okay, as you spell or trap. What does it say? Alright, we're going to try and pop them right here. Bring in this bad boy. No. This. Like this. Up this. Now what? End phase, there you go. Boom. That's the power of Megalith. Right, let's normal summon this. Let's add... do we have Phalanx here? We have Phalanx. Let's add... let's add a Haggith. So, actually, let's go for Phalanx because that gives us a lot of battle damage. I don't know if that'll end the game exactly, but does some pretty good damage. Like this. Fortunately, we don't have any plays on the opponent's turn, but okay. Let's see what we draw. Nice. Okay, but I can't. So, only Phalanx and Bethor and Aratron have the hand summoning abilities. So that's like the downside with this deck. It has its limitations. So there you go. There's Megalith. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have more coming. I have Sylvan's coming, and I have Triad Mid coming. So look out for that. I'll see you in the next video.